What's up, YouTube? So, we're trying this new idea. I'm going to give a short little 2-minute monologue, 5-minute monologue, something or other at the beginning of these streams. Hello, welcome. 5 minutes on the timer. I freaking miss 140 character Twitter. I wonder if anybody else does out there. Like, do you remember how cool it was to just be sharing like the stupidest, most mundane thoughts? Like, just the most mundane, like random thought. Like, oh, I thought that this was kind of clever. I wonder if it can fit in 140 characters. And, here's like some witty little thought that I had. And let's all just be so narcissistic and think that other people might be interested in that. Oh, let me wordsmith this thought, this clever, witty thought, to be more concise. Like, what a cool time when these platforms, like, encouraged conciseness and brevity, to get, like, a clever thought in just 140 characters back in the day. So I kind of miss it. I wonder if anybody else does as well. I didn't even actively tweet back then. I just freaking read other people's tweets, and I was like, yo, I wish I was that clever at the time. But I also was like, social media is a waste of freaking time, so I wasn't active on it back then. Anyway, so I just wanted to announce, like, I'm gonna try this new idea. For the longest time, for like years now, I've just always used the exact same thumbnail and title, practicing classical guitar. Just every day, it's always the same stupid thumbnail, the same stupid title, and that's by design. Like, I love that I can just literally press a button, a physical button, and I can be live. And I don't have to make a custom thumbnail and a custom title every single day. Like, if it's a live stream, like, you just want to, like, optimize to just go. Like, break friction, do not do anything other than just hit a button. And, yeah, I mean, that doesn't seem relevant. I guess maybe I'm just slightly complaining, like, oh, now I'm going to have to give some thought to the titles. But, like, I don't really want to be on other social media platforms, but, like, the idea of Twitter is super cool. Like, the basic idea of Twitter is super freaking cool. I don't want to be on Twitter as well as YouTube, as well as blah, blah, blah. Like, is there a way I can mash all of them into this one platform and just put all of my energy here on YouTube? I think that would be sick, right? And yeah, Blue Sky is awesome. Old Man Silencer. I fully support Blue Sky. I haven't read everything else you just typed, but like Blue Sky seems great. It's just like OG Twitter. Like, can we try it again? Can we redo that really cool idea of Twitter, but not have it be monetized to hell and politically leaning in certain directions? So anyways, this is our off-topic, daily, random, narcissistic thoughts from John segment of the stream, but this is a classical guitar channel. With this last little bit of sand timer, I just want to say, like, some people have asked, like, oh, why don't you do, like, members-only VODs? Like, you've been a Twitter hater since day one. I feel you. Yeah, I mean, I kind of was too. I wasn't active on it, but every now and then I would read, and it's like, oh, this is funny. This is a clever thought from that person. Where was I going with this? I have memberships. I'm so damn grateful to every single member of the channel. Something like half of the names on this guitar are all channel members, including OMS, OG channel supporter. OMS, thank you, dude. And some people have been like, why don't you do members only VODs? And from a product design perspective, I wish I could. Because the idea is like, oh, it's just harmless. Like, why not? It's just extra benefit to your members, to your channel members. The problem from a product design is that YouTube pushes those aggressively, to non-members. YouTube aggressively pushes those VODs to try to sell you a membership. Like, and that kind of makes sense. That also makes sense. I'm out of time, but we're going to go in overtime. That also makes sense. It's like, oh, like, of course YouTube would offer some higher quality content to non-members, but like, I don't like separating my non-members from my members in any way. Like, I want it to be, as much of a just gratitude practice as possible. The people who are like supporting the channel, like, I want to keep 99% of my content free, and like the core most valuable thing that I'm doing is the practice streams, right? So I would love to just keep the VODs up. Like, somebody emailed me once and said that I was like the Bob Ross of classical guitar, and I was like, that's so cool. Hell yeah. And but the problem is twofold. Like, one, like, nobody really goes back and watches VODs, even members. Like, it's pretty rare. Every now and then I'll see some psychopath watches like an hour of a VOD, but like, that's once a week, once a month or something. Everybody else who clicks on it immediately bounces out. Like, a live stream is not interesting after the fact. There's something very ephemeral about it, which is nice and cool, and one of the best things about live streams, I think. But yeah, if it were completely harmless, why not just keep them up? But in my mind, I see that when I keep them up, some people unsubscribe because they get annoyed of seeing the same stupid smiling face, the same stupid, yo, dude, Garagon, thank you for the $5 tip, dude. I will play you a song in just a second here. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, like, you get annoyed of seeing like the same person in your feed all the time, and like sometimes, like, especially if it's like YouTube is trying to sell you something and it looks like, oh, I'm like just here to try to like hawk memberships out to people, and somebody has respectfully declined, and I completely respect that decision. Like, I feel like keeping members only VODs up might get some people to unsubscribe from my channel. So it would have like a very negative effect on my primary content here. Now, back to Twitter. This was a eureka moment for me yesterday. A eureka moment for me yesterday was literally like, oh my gosh, even if somebody doesn't want to be a member and they see these every single day, what if the titles are just tweets? Like, what if that can be like free content also? Like, that could be a secondary, like, totally off topic secondary thing. Like, okay, they don't want to watch a practice stream after the fact because nobody really does, but at least there's a tweet from John, like some stupid narcissistic thought from John every single day. Like, that's kind of cool, right? I've never seen somebody do that. So let me know. Let me know if you see this. I might clip this part of the stream out or something. I could like clip these as like a daily short or something if I do like a good monologue at the beginning of each one. I think that'd be... it just reminds me of the old internet. Like, what I miss about the old internet. It was just like random kind of like content and like just, I don't know, before everything just turned to monetization, you know? So, anyways, thank you for watching. This is a classical guitar stream. I'm going to start practicing classical guitar. Thank you for watching this. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Nicholas, how's it going, dude? All right, let me read these other messages. Thoughts on the idea? Thoughts are such a gift. Like, feedback is a gift, as always. Let me read these things. I felt like the 140 car limit made interactions even less nuanced and more toxic. That's fair. No, that I can see. I can see that. I just don't think 140 character ever limited anybody ever. Like maybe in some ways, like if somebody wanted to fit a thought into one tweet versus multiple, but you could always just tweet multiple times to have like a longer message, right? Um, but no, I mean that would pressure people to giving like short, brisk like responses. I guess I didn't really use Twitter enough to ever like see the toxic side that I've always known is there. I never really used social media at all, like until I started my practice stream. Like literally, like my practice stream on Twitch was like the first social media I ever really used. I mean, other than like just surface level use of Facebook or whatever. But yeah, it was novel and great where it was good, but if you tried to actually talk to people with it, it sucked. That's okay. No, I see that. I see that. Yeah, I'm just thinking of like as a bystander, just somebody who like every now and then saw some tweet that made headlines. It was like, "Oh, there's a good usage of Twitter, like a nice like usage of Twitter, like or like a useful like incendiary usage of Twitter, or like just like that there's some like real there's some power to the idea of just like giving everybody a voice and being able to post your text messages to the world for everybody to read is kind of cool. Like maybe even maybe more so than Twitter, what I specifically miss that I'm kind of conflating the two is I kind of miss 140 or 120 character text messages when you had to pay per text message, like pay per SMS. And so you wanted to fit your message within 120 characters to somebody, one person that you're texting, essentially back in the day, texting was DMing, DMing. Like when you're DMing somebody, you only had 120 characters, and so you tried to be brief and clever and use stupid little like shortcuts like B number 4 or something. But yeah. Also, I support playing with different titles. Yeah, yeah. I think it's kind of cool. Like, do you like the idea of like off-topic titles, like just completely unrelated to classical guitar? I think it's cool.